Time is the most valuable resource you have, yet it's the one resource people often squander without a second thought. Unlike money, which can be earned again, or opportunities, which can sometimes be revisited, time is irreversible. Once it's gone forever. And that's why the difference between success and stagnation often comes down to one thing: how effectively you manage and utilize the hours you're given each day. The truly successful understand this truth deeply. They know that wasting time isn't just about lost productivity, it's about lost potential. Every moment wasted is a moment forfeited, a denial of the growth, achievement, and fulfillment that could have been. But here's the thing: wasting time doesn't always look like procrastination or idleness. More often than not, it's subtle. It shows up as activities that keep you busy but aren't effective. It manifests as indecision, distractions, and habits that drain your energy without delivering value. The challenge, then, is to learn to recognize these patterns in your own life and replace them with habits that push you forward. Winning with time isn't about squeezing every second out of your day or staying perpetually busy. It's about intentionality, knowing what truly matters and dedicating your energy to those pursuits while cutting away the rest. When you begin to respect your time, you start to respect your potential. And when you combine that respect with deliberate, focused action, you build a life of purpose and momentum. The first step to stopping the cycle of wasted time is to face an uncomfortable truth. Most people don't know where their time goes. They have a vague sense of being busy, but they can't quite put their finger on what they've accomplished by the end of the day. And here's the reality: without clarity, you can't change. Let me ask you, if you had to account for every hour of your day yesterday, could you do it? Could you name the tasks, the moments, the distractions, and the purpose behind each one? Most people can't. They live on autopilot, moving from one thing to the next without intention. But success doesn't come to people who drift. It comes to those who take control. Start with a time audit. And here where you begin. Track your time. Not once, not twice, but for an entire week. Write it all down. Every task, every conversation, every moment scrolling on your phone. You'll be surprised at what you find. For many, it's a sobering wake-up call. They realize that hours slip away in ways they never noticed. You see, awareness is the first step to change. Once you know where your time is going, you can begin to make decisions about where it should go. You can identify the habits, routines, and commitments that aren't serving you. The cost of small wastes. Think about this. If you waste 10 minutes here, 15 minutes there, it doesn't seem like much in the moment. But over time, those small moments add up. 10 minutes a day turns into over an hour a week. An hour a week becomes 52 hours a year. That's more than 2 full days gone. For what? The problem isn't just the wasted time, it's what you're missing because of it. The opportunities, the progress, the momentum. Success isn't about finding huge blocks of time to work on your goals. It's about mastering the small moments, the ones most people overlook. Reflection brings clarity. Take some time to reflect on this. What are the things in your life that consume your time without giving you value in return? Is it hours of television? Endless scrolling through social media? Conversations that drain your energy? Now, this isn't about guilt. It's about clarity. When you become honest with yourself, you can begin to make better choices. You'll realize that you have more time than you think. You just haven't been using it wisely. Take responsibility for your time. One of the greatest lessons I ever learned is this: you must take full responsibility for your life. And that includes how you spend your time. It's easy to blame circumstances, other people, or even bad luck. But none of that will change your situation. The moment you say, "I am in charge of my time," everything shifts. You stop being a victim of your schedule and start becoming the architect of your life. The power of priorities. Here's a simple truth. If you don't set your priorities, someone else will. Life has a way of filling your time with the urgent, the unimportant, and the distracting. But when you know your priorities, when you've decided what truly matters, you can align your time with those values. So ask yourself, What matters most to you? Your health? Your family? Your career? Your personal growth? Once you're clear on your priorities, it becomes much easier to say no to the things that don't align. Begin today. There's no better time to start than now. Don't wait for the perfect moment, because it will never come. Begin with a simple step. Take a notebook and write down everything you do today. At the end of the day, review it. Look for patterns, for opportunities to reclaim your time. Remember, this isn't about being perfect. It's about progress. Each small adjustment you make adds up over time. And here's the beauty of it. When you start getting brutally honest about where your time is going, you gain a sense of control. You stop living reactively and start living intentionally. That's when momentum builds. That's when you start to win. Because success isn't just about hard work. It's about smart work. And smart work starts with knowing exactly where your time is going. 2, prioritize what truly matters. If you want to stop wasting time and start winning, you must learn to prioritize what truly matters. Because here's the truth. Not everything is important, and not everything deserves your attention. The great challenge of life isn't doing more. It's doing what's essential. You see, the world will always pull you in 1,000 directions. Emails, meetings, notifications, and endless to-do lists. They all compete for your time. But success doesn't come from doing it all. It comes from doing the right things. And that begins with clarity. The power of clarity. Take a moment to ask yourself, what matters most in your life? What are the things, the people, and the goals that truly deserve your time? The answers might surprise you. Many people spend their days working hard on things that don't align with their deepest values. Here's the problem. When you don't set your priorities, the world will set them for you. And let me tell you, the world is noisy. It's filled with distractions that can seem urgent but aren't important. That's why clarity is so powerful. It gives you the ability to say no to the noise and yes to what truly matters. The 80-20 rule. There's a principle called the 80-20 rule, and it's life-changing. It says that 80% of your results come from just 20% of your efforts. Think about that. Most of what you do doesn't move the needle. It's the small, focused actions, the 20%, that create the biggest impact. The key is to identify your 20%. What are the few activities that deliver the greatest value? What are the tasks that, if done well, will move you closer to your goals? Once you know the answer, you can begin to focus your time and energy there. The courage to say no. One of the hardest but most important skills in life is the ability to say no. It's not easy, is it? We're wired to want to please people, to avoid conflict, and to stay busy. But saying yes to everything is the fastest way to waste your time. Here's a thought. Every time you say yes to something, you're saying no to something else. So, be careful about your yeses. Reserve them for the things that truly align with your values and priorities. Let me say it this way. Saying no isn't about being rude. It's about being wise. It's about protecting your time, your energy, and your focus so you can give your best to what really matters. The daily practice of prioritization. Prioritizing isn't a one-time event. It's a daily practice. Every morning, take a few minutes to review your day. Ask yourself, what are the 3 most important things I need to accomplish today? Write them down. These are your priorities. Then make a commitment to focus on those 3 things before anything else. Don't get distracted by the less important tasks. Don't let the urgent crowd out the important. Stay disciplined. Let go of the rest. Here's a liberating truth. You don't have to do it all. In fact, you can't do it all. And that's okay. Part of prioritizing is learning to let go of the things that don't matter. Sometimes that means delegating tasks. Other times it means letting go of perfectionism. It might even mean walking away from commitments that no longer serve you. Whatever it is, remember this. Every time you let go of something unimportant, you create space for something meaningful. The reward of prioritization. When you start to prioritize what truly matters, something amazing happens. You begin to feel a sense of purpose. Your days become more intentional. You stop feeling overwhelmed and start feeling in control. And here's the best part. By focusing on the few things that matter most, you accomplish more. You make progress on your goals. You create a life that's not just busy, but meaningful. Start today. So, start today. Take some time to reflect on your priorities. Write them down. Be clear about what matters most in your life. And then, make the decision to focus your time and energy there. Because here's the truth. Life is short. Your time is precious. Don't waste it on things that don't matter. Prioritize what truly does, and you'll not only stop wasting time, you'll start winning. 3. Eliminate time-wasting habits. If you want to stop wasting time and start winning, you must first identify and eliminate the habits that rob you of your most precious resource. Time-wasting habits are like invisible chains. They hold you back without you even realizing it. And unless you break free from them, you'll always feel like you're running in place. Busy, but not productive. The subtle thief of progress. Here's the tricky part. Most time-wasting habits don't look harmful at first glance. They sneak into your life disguised as harmless distractions or routines. Scrolling through social media just for a minute. Saying yes to meetings with no clear purpose. Or binge-watching episodes of your favorite show when you should be resting. They all add up. Now, I'm not saying you should never relax or have fun, but here's the key. When these habits start stealing time that could be invested in your growth, they become a problem. And let's be honest, it's easy to underestimate just how much time they take. Let me ask you this. How many hours have you given to distractions this week? Imagine if even half of that time had been spent learning, working on your goals, or connecting with loved ones. The difference could be life-changing. Awareness is the first step. The first step in eliminating time-wasting habits is to become aware of them. You can't change what you don't recognize. Take a day or two to track how you spend your time. Write it down. Every task, every activity, every distraction. When you review your list, you might be shocked. You'll see patterns. Moments where valuable time slipped away without a second thought. And that's good news. Because awareness is the foundation of change. Identify the culprits. Once you've tracked your time, identify the biggest culprits. What habits are draining your energy without delivering value? Here are a few common examples. Social media and the internet can be powerful tools, but only when used intentionally. Mindless scrolling, on the other hand, is one of the biggest time traps. Procrastination, putting off tasks, doesn't make them go away. It just creates stress and steals your focus. But multitasking, trying to do everything at once, often leads to doing nothing well. It's a recipe for inefficiency. Unnecessary commitments. Saying yes to things out of obligation rather than intention can quickly fill your calendar with unimportant tasks. Replace the bad with the good. Here's the secret. You can't just eliminate a bad habit. You need to replace it with a better one. For example, if you find yourself wasting hours on your phone, replace that time with something productive. Reading, journaling, exercising, or working on your goals. Create a system that makes it easier to stick to better habits. Limit your screen time with apps that block distractions. Set specific times for checking emails, instead of keeping your inbox open all day. Replace aimless browsing with focused work sessions. And remember, small changes lead to big results over time. You don't need to overhaul your entire life overnight. Start with one habit, replace it, then move on to the next. The role of environment. Your environment plays a huge role in shaping your habits. If you surround yourself with distractions, it's only a matter of time before they pull you in. But if you create an environment that supports your goals, success becomes much easier. For instance, keep your workspace clean and organized. Remove distractions like unnecessary apps or clutter. Set up systems that make it harder to fall back into old habits. When your environment is aligned with your priorities, you naturally stay on track. The cost of inaction. Now let's talk about what happens if you don't take action. Because there's a cost to keeping time-wasting habits. It's not just about the hours you lose. It's about the opportunities you miss. Every moment spent on a distraction is a moment you could have invested in your future. And here's the hard truth. You can never get that time back. Once it's gone, it's gone. So ask yourself, is this habit worth the cost? Is it worth delaying your dreams, your growth, and your success? When you look at it that way, the choice becomes clear. The freedom of focus. When you let go of the habits that hold you back, you create space for the habits that move you forward. You gain clarity, energy, and momentum. And most importantly, you reclaim control of your time and your life. Take action today. So don't wait. Start today. Identify the habits that are stealing your time. Replace them with action that align with your goals. And create an environment that supports your success. Because here's the truth. Time-wasting habits are easy to form, but hard to live with. Productive habits, on the other hand, may take effort to build, but they lead to a life of purpose, progress, and fulfillment. Make the choice to eliminate what's holding you back. Focus on what propels you forward. And you'll not only stop wasting time, you'll start winning. 4. Create systems that work for you. Success isn't about working harder, it's about working smarter. And one of the smartest things you can do is create systems that simplify your life, enhance your productivity, and free up your mind for what truly matters. Systems turn chaos into clarity. They remove guesswork and make progress predictable. Why systems matter. Let's start with this truth. Willpower is finite. Motivation comes and goes. But systems are steady. They're reliable. They don't care how you're feeling or how much energy you have that day. A well-designed system works regardless of your mood. Think about it this way. If you rely on willpower alone, you'll constantly have to make decisions. And every decision takes energy. Should I do this now or later? How should I approach this task? What's the best next step? That mental clutter adds up. But a system eliminates the need for those decisions. It gives you a clear path to what does a system look like? A system can be as simple or as complex as you need it to be. It could be a daily schedule, a habit tracker, or a workflow for completing your tasks. The key is that it's intentional, repeatable, and tailored to your goals. For example, if you want to read more, your system might involve setting aside 30 minutes every morning, keeping your book in a visible place, and tracking your progress. If you want to exercise regularly, your system might include scheduling workouts on your calendar, preparing your gear the night before, and having a specific routine to follow. The beauty of systems is that they take the pressure off. They create structure in your life so you can focus your energy on execution, not decision-making. The power of automation. One of the best ways to create effective systems is to automate as much as possible. Automation removes the human element, meaning there's no chance of procrastination, distraction, or forgetfulness. For instance, set up automatic bill payments so you're never late. Use productivity apps to remind you of important deadlines. Schedule regular check-ins with yourself to review your progress. The less you have to think about these things, the more mental space you'll have for what truly matters. Systems for your goals. Creating systems isn't just about efficiency. It's about aligning your daily actions with your long-term goals. Here's how. 1. Break down your goals. Big goals can feel overwhelming, but when you break them into smaller, actionable steps, they become manageable. 2. Assign each step a specific time on your calendar. This turns your goals into commitments. 3. Review and adjust. Systems aren't static. They're meant to evolve. Regularly review your systems to see what's working and what isn't. Adjust as needed. For example, if your goal is to build a side business, your system might involve dedicating 2 hours every evening to specific tasks, researching, planning, or reaching out to clients. By sticking to the system, you create consistent progress without feeling overwhelmed. Simplify to amplify. Sometimes the most effective system is the simplest one. You don't need a complicated setup to succeed. In fact, complexity can be a distraction. Ask yourself, what's the simplest way to achieve this goal? What steps can I take to remove friction and make progress easier? For example, if you're trying to eat healthier, your system might involve meal prepping on Sundays, keeping healthy snacks on hand, and avoiding the aisles at the grocery store where tempting junk food resides. By simplifying the process, you increase your chances of sticking to it. Consistency over perfection. Here's an important point. A system doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to work for you. And the real magic comes from consistency, not perfection. Let's say you create a morning routine to start your day with focus. Some days you might not follow it perfectly. That's okay. What matters is that you return to it again and again. Over time, the system becomes second nature. Freedom through structure. Now you might be thinking, won't systems make my life rigid? But here's the paradox. The right systems don't limit you, they liberate you. When you have a system in place, you gain freedom from chaos, uncertainty, and decision fatigue. You know exactly what needs to be done, when to do it, and how to approach it. This clarity allows you to focus on the things that truly matter. Examples of winning systems. Here are a few systems you can create in your own life. Good morning routine. Start your day with purpose by setting a consistent morning schedule. Work process. Create a workflow for tackling your most important tasks. Financial management. Automate savings, investments, and bill payments to eliminate stress. Health and wellness. Plan your meals, schedule workouts, and track your progress. Each of these systems reduces complexity and increases consistency. And that consistency leads to results. Start building today. So here's the challenge. Take one area of your life where you feel scattered or overwhelmed and create a system for it. Start small, test it, refine it. Remember, a good system is one that works for you. It aligns with your goals, simplifies your life, and makes progress easier. When you create systems that work, you reclaim control of your time and your energy. You stop spinning your wheels and start building momentum. And that momentum? It's the key to winning. One step at a time. 5. Cultivate a winning mindset. Let me ask you a simple question. What's the one thing that separates the truly successful from everyone else? The answer is mindset. It's the lens through which you view the world. It shapes your thoughts, influences your actions, and ultimately determines your results. A winning mindset is what transforms ordinary people into extraordinary achievers. It's what turns challenges into opportunities and setbacks into stepping stones. The power of belief. You see, belief is powerful. What you believe about yourself, your potential, and the world around you becomes your reality. If you believe you can succeed, you're far more likely to take the actions necessary to make it happen. If you believe success is out of reach, then no matter how hard you work, you'll always feel like you're chasing something just beyond your grasp. You must first believe that you are capable of achieving your goals. It's not enough to simply wish for success. You have to know deep down that you are worthy of it. This is where most people go wrong. They don't believe they can be successful. They think it's for someone else, not for them. But the truth is, anyone can win. Anyone can succeed. The question is, why? Do you believe you can? Shift your perspective. One of the first steps in cultivating a winning mindset is learning how to shift your perspective. It's not about seeing the world through rose-colored glasses. It's about seeing the opportunities in every situation. It's about reframing challenges as chances to grow. Focus on solutions, not problems. When you encounter a setback, a person with a winning mindset doesn't see it as a failure. No, they see it as feedback. They understand that failure is part of the process. They know that no success comes without a few bumps along the way. In fact, every failure is a lesson. Every challenge is a gift. The key is learning from those experiences and using them to fuel your future success. Too often, people get caught up in problems. They dwell on what's not working, on what's going wrong, and on what's out of their control. But a winning mindset focuses on solutions. It's about looking at the situation and saying, okay, this is where I am. What can I do next? You'll face obstacles, everyone does, but the key is how you respond to them. A person with a winning mindset doesn't get stuck in negativity. They don't waste time feeling sorry for themselves. They stay solution-friendlied and keep moving forward. Take responsibility. Another important element of a winning mindset is taking full responsibility for your actions and results. Too many people fall into the trap of blaming others, their circumstances, or even luck when things don't go their way. But winners understand that they are in control. They take ownership of their successes and failures alike. They know that the power to change their situation lies within themselves. When you accept responsibility for where you are in life, you unlock your true power. You stop waiting for someone or something else to fix things for you. You realize that the only person who can change your life is you. The importance of persistence. A winning mindset doesn't just help you overcome obstacles. It also keeps you going when things get tough. It's the inner strength to keep moving forward, even when success seems distant or when progress feels slow. It's about having the persistence to stay the course, to push through the hard times, and to never give up on your goals. The road to success is rarely straight. There are twists, turns, bumps, and detours. But if you keep your mindset focused on your end goal and refuse to give up, you'll eventually reach it. Remember, the difference between those who succeed and those who quit isn't talent or luck. It's persistence. Cultivate self-confidence. A key part of a winning mindset is cultivating self-confidence. Confidence doesn't come from having all the answers or from being perfect. It comes from believing in your ability to figure things out, to learn and to grow. It comes from knowing that, no matter what, you can handle whatever life throws at you. You need to believe that you can learn new skills, overcome obstacles, and face challenges head-on. And you have to trust yourself enough to take risks. Confidence doesn't mean you won't be afraid. It means you have the courage to act in spite of your fears. Surround yourself with positivity. The people you spend time with have a significant impact on your mindset. If you surround yourself with negativity, self-doubt, and limiting beliefs, that's exactly what you'll take on yourself. But if you surround yourself with people who inspire you, encourage you, and believe in your potential, your mindset will reflect that. Find people who lift you up. Find mentors, friends, and peers who challenge you to be better, who push you to grow, and who help you see the possibilities in life. A winning mindset is contagious. The more you expose yourself to it, the more you'll begin to adopt it yourself. Keep your eyes on the prize. A winning mindset also means keeping your eyes on the prize, staying focused on your long-term goals, and never losing sight of what you're working toward. It's easy to get distracted, especially in today's world where there's constant noise and countless distractions. But a person with a winning mindset knows how to block out the distractions and stay focused on what really matters. It's about being clear on your purpose and aligning your daily actions with that purpose. When you know exactly what you want and why you want it, it becomes easier to stay on track, even when the going gets tough. As we wrap up, I want you to remember this simple truth. Your time is the most valuable thing you have. It's not just about how many hours you put in, but how intentionally you use those hours. Success doesn't happen by accident. It's the result of focused effort, discipline, and most importantly, mindset. Start today. Take control of your time. Prioritize what truly matters. Eliminate distractions and build systems that work for you. And most importantly, cultivate a mindset that believes success is not only possible, but inevitable. Time is ticking, and it's up to you to decide how you'll use it, so don't wait. Start winning now. You have everything you need to create the life you've always dreamed of. The only question is, will you use your time wisely? Will you take the actions that will get you closer to your goals? Will you choose to make today the first step toward a better tomorrow? Remember, success is predictable. It's not luck. It's not magic. It's the result of the choices you make and the habits you build. So, start now. Make your time count. I'm Jim Rohn, and I believe in you. Now go out there and make the most of your time, because it's the only thing that can never be replaced.